Ever wonder why you can do all the right things like affirmations, mindset work, inner healing, and then suddenly sabotage everything just as it's getting good? Well, there is a part of you that you've likely never met, but it knows you better than you know yourself. And today you're going to meet it and finally learn how to work with it instead of working against it. Some people call it your shadow. Hi everyone, I'm Esther Bartkiw. For over 21 years, I've been helping people who feel stuck in survival mode, tired, irritable, and disconnected find inner peace and rebuild a life that feels aligned and alive. If you enjoy videos on spiritual growth and personal transformation, please give this video a like so that more people can discover this type of content. So let's talk about what shadow work really is, not what people think it is. Shadow work is the practice of discovering, healing, and integrating the unconscious parts of you. The pieces of you that are hidden, rejected, underdeveloped, or frozen in time. Many people think shadow means the worst parts of you, but that's a misunderstanding. Your shadow simply contains the parts of you that are not conscious yet. Some are painful, some are outdated, some are stuck in the past, and some are actually beautiful, gifted, and powerful. But they were pushed down because they were not accepted or it wasn't safe to express them when you were young. Shadow work brings these parts back into the light, into the now, so that they can grow up, evolve, and support your highest potential. Carl Jung, who pioneered the concept, said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life. And you will call it fate." This video is going to show you exactly how to start making the unconscious conscious. First, let's talk about how your shadow is formed. Your shadow forms when you told a natural part of you that it's too much. Your emotions are dismissed or even shamed. When your creativity or joy gets shut down. You have painful experiences that you couldn't process at the time, and you learn that being your true self is unsafe. And because children can't analyze, they adapt. They hide certain parts of themselves to survive, to belong, or most often to avoid conflict. Those hidden parts become your shadow. So here's some examples for you. A child who was scolded for being too excited may grow a shadow part that suppresses joy. A child who was punished for speaking up may grow a shadow part that fears visibility. A child was told that their drawing was terrible may bury their creative gifts for decades. Shadow is not bad. Shadow is simply exiled. In my personal and spiritual growth practice, working with clients, I view the whole self as a constellation of parts. So for instance, you have an angry part, a sad part, a hopeful part, a curious part, a protective part, a joyful part, maybe a frustrated part, and a powerful part. All those parts and more make up you as the whole. You also have shadow parts, the parts of you that sabotage, stop you, freeze you, or keep you looping in whatever is familiar, even if that familiar place is painful. A shadow part is not trying to hurt you, it's trying to protect you based on beliefs formed a long time ago. Beliefs like, don't get too happy because something will go wrong. Don't speak up. You will be rejected. Don't expand. It's much safer to be small. And don't try because failure will hurt. Shadow parts hold on to old data that no longer applies in your life today. So what is the real reason you engage in self-sabotage? Well, self-sabotage is simply your conscious desire colliding with your subconscious programming. Whenever you try to do something new, heal, grow, change careers, start a relationship, improve your life, your shadow will rise up. And you will notice it through procrastination, resistance, fear, losing momentum, old habits resurfacing, thoughts that talk you out of what you really want. This happens because anything that is unconscious or subconscious cannot be controlled or corrected from the surface level. Your subconscious mind runs 95% of your life and your programming, your behaviors, decisions, emotions, impulses, even when you are unaware of it. Now, here's a surprising truth. Your shadow also contains light. From working with clients for over 2 decades, I have noticed something powerful. People don't just suppress their pain, they suppress their brilliance. Many subconscious shadows hold creativity, talent, joy, sensitivity, passion, confidence, leadership, your authentic voice, and your natural gifts. These parts were stunted because someone reacted negatively to them. So inside your shadow, you will find the wounds that limit you and the gifts that want to emerge. So what exactly is shadow work? Well, it's identifying a hidden part of you, understanding its fear, healing the memory or belief that it's attached to, updating it from the past to the present, and integrating it into the whole, your conscious self. The result is you stop feeling stuck. You stop sabotaging yourself. You stop living from unconscious programming, and you start living from your whole self, aligned, embodied, and free. Now, here are 5 steps of shadow work. I recommend these for beginners and anyone wanting to deepen their shadow work. Step number 1 is identify the shadow part. Look for patterns of fear, avoidance, resistance, self-sabotage, and ask yourself, what part of me is doing this? Not why, but who inside of me is reacting this way, and begin to have a conversation with that part of you to discover and explore all aspects of it. This shifts you out of judgment and into awareness. Step 2 is get curious, not critical. A shadow part is usually frozen in time. It is responding like a younger version of you who is trying to keep you safe. So approach it with softness and curiosity. What is this part afraid of? When did it first learn that? What does it need from me or from you? Curiosity opens the door to healing. Step number 3, feel and free the emotion. Shadow work involves emotional presence. Allow the sensation, emotion, the memory to rise up without pushing it down or rationalizing it away. Feeling the feeling is what unfreezes it. What was stuck begins to move. Step number 4, update the belief. Every shadow part holds a belief, usually a number of beliefs that are outdated. Using visualization or inner dialogue, help the part understand that was then, this is now. You are safe now. I am here with you. We don't live in that environment anymore. You literally update and upgrade the part. Step number 5 is integration. And integration means bringing this part into your present day adult self life and letting it participate in your life in a healthier, more mature way. Sometimes a shadow part transforms completely and becomes a strength. Sometimes it softens, but stays present as it is. And sometimes it remains a fierce, protective energy that you only use when needed. And that's okay. I always say I'm a very nice person. But if someone disrespects me or tries to manipulate me, yes, the fierce part of me comes out. And I appreciate it. That is a healthy shadow integration. Your shadow is not meant to be eliminated. It is meant to be understood, developed, and brought into alignment with who you truly are. Now, many people think shadow work is scary, negative, or dark because of the word shadow. But in truth, shadow work is one of the highest forms of spiritual and personal development. It is light work because you are literally shining consciousness and light on the places that you previously abandoned. The more you become aware of your shadow, the more embodied, empowered, and authentic you become. If you're listening to this information and you feel called to explore shadow work more deeply with support, I will put the link to my session information below. If we've never worked together, please email me first so we can discuss your next steps. My work is deeply personal, and it's good that we make sure we are a right fit. Leave me a comment below and let me know what part of this video resonated. What part of you feels ready to be seen, to be free? And what step are you going to take next? Oh, and before you go, watch the video that's popping up on the screen right now. It is a perfect complement to everything that we've talked about here today.